Hey everyone, I'm Dan. I'm here with Fanatik Bike Co., bringing you January's most exciting gear. Now, it's a new year. There's a whole bunch of new exciting products coming down the line, but this month I've chosen to check out a few updates to products that you've probably seen before, stuff that'll help you upgrade your bike and make it perform better. The first two are going to be products from suspension gurus down in Loveland, Colorado, Push Industries. I used to live in Fort Collins, rode bikes with these guys. Good group of people that really know what they're doing. Going to check these out in a second. The second product, or the last products we're going to check out, are a couple of cassettes from Sunrace, which you might think would be a little interesting, but I'll tell you why they're cool here in a minute. So first off, got the new trunnion mount 11.6. This isn't a whole new product, but what they've done is changed the way it mounts to your bike. We've brought in the calling specific shock to keep in inventory. This means that you can upgrade the shock on your calling that you already own, or if you're building a new bike through our custom bike builder, or just buying a frame, you can upgrade the shock right then and there. Now, what is a trunnion mount shock? Why is that a benefit? What's going on here? What's different? Well, trunnion first referred to military siege cannons. Back in the Middle Ages, it referred to these protrusions from a cannon that they put on the cannon itself so that it could pivot in its carriage and they could aim it a lot more efficiently. That did a lot to improve military weapon design back in the medieval ages. Now they brought that same technology to our bicycle suspension. Again, it has these two protrusions here at the top, and what it's actually going to allow us to do is, in the same amount of space that we used to have, make a much longer stroke, or a longer stroke shock. What that means is lower leverage rates on your mountain bike and better performing suspension. Here you can see when they remove that eyelet up top, you can fit that much more stroke of the shock down there in the bottom. Here we've got it mounted up on our calling. This is the liquid black anodized 11.6. The liquid black coating isn't a performance advantage, but it does look pretty cool, especially on frames like this one. Makes it pop a little bit. Anyways, there you have it, the 11.6. Jaden did a full review on the 11.6 as written on his Reckoning. He absolutely loves this thing, rave reviews about it. He also did a separate review on the calling itself. I'll put that video up at the end of this one. You can check it out. We have yet to ride this shock on the calling, but if it's anything like how it performs on the Reckoning and the Insurgent, it's going to turn this into a mini downhill bike. These things are really, really good. Anyways, check that out. Next up, I've got another Push product. This is their ACS3 Coil upgrade for forks. Now, this is not a new product. Back in July, Brian did a really in-depth overview on how this all works for the Fox 36 forks. What it does is it replaces the air spring that comes stock on those forks with a coil spring. Well, that's old technology. Why is that cool? What they've also done is they've made this top-out bumper. It's a little air bumper. They can put between 5 and 50 psi to make the top, or the end stroke of your fork as progressive as you want it, really. This is pretty cool. The advantages of a coil suspension are becoming apparent again, especially as they're able to bring these weights down for these products. Really low stiction. You're removing all the seals of an air spring, and really, really supple feel. Jaden put one of these on his Fox 36 and came back with a scared look in his eye. I said, "What's wrong? What happened?" And he just said, "So fast." So I don't know if you've seen any of Jaden's videos. He reviewed the Sentinel last month with our other coworker Jason. You can see, you've seen what he rides and how he likes to ride, so getting him scared is a hard task. Anyways, check out Brian's video of that. Like I said, I'll put that at the end of this. We now have these in for Pike forks going as far back as 2014, as well as Lyric and Yari forks 2016 and onward. Got a whole bunch of different springs that you can select the appropriate weight for your body weight, your riding weight. So no messing around with buying different springs. Check that all out. I'll put a link up there. Last but not least, we've got these cassettes from Sunrace. Now, why am I bringing up a Sunrace cassette as a cool, exciting product? Well, here I've got the MZ90, and right there I've got the MX8. This is actually a 12-speed cassette. It's 11 to 50 tooth. Both of these are 11 to 50 tooth. 12-speed and 11-speed, like I said. And what's cool about this is that, well, aside from the sweet anodized red and black cogs, is that it actually mounts up to a Shimano HG driver. So if you're, for example, if you have a Shimano drivetrain, you're maybe looking to upgrade to a 12-speed drivetrain, something like SRAM's GX Eagle, you would typically have to buy a whole new driver for your hub. That's the way in which the cassette attaches to your wheel. But if you go this route, you don't have to do that. Those things typically cost, you know, upwards of $100 and adds on a lot to the expense of upgrading your drivetrain. If you get a GX Eagle drivetrain, you buy this cassette instead of SRAM's one that you need the XD driver for, good to go, 11 to 50 tooth. If you want a little more range on your current 11-speed drivetrain, you can get this MX8. This is an 11-speed cassette, and it's going to bring you also up to that 11 to 50 tooth range. There's slightly bigger jumps in between these cogs, but it's going to save you again that cost of buying an expander cog for your Shimano cassette. Also, these things do look really cool, so if you're just looking to make your bike pop a little more, do some color matching, as we are known for here at Fanatik, this is going to be a great option. The 11-speed one costs $111. The 12-speed one is $150, I believe. They don't weigh much more than their SRAM and Shimano counterparts. I think 540 grams about for both of them, maybe slightly off from that. Nothing too crazy, especially for a cassette below $200. That does do it, I think, for January's most exciting gear. If you do have any questions about any of these products, always feel free to leave us a comment below. Brian or I will get back to you, Jaden too. You can always shoot us an email at sales@fanatikbike.com or give us a phone call at 1-844-FANATIK. That's 1-844-326-2845. As always, if you like these videos, please subscribe. We really like making them. Having you subscribe really helps us justify that, and we want to keep doing it. Once again, I'm Dan here with January's most exciting gear. See you next time.